Hello and welcome. My name is Warren Davison and I'll be taking you through the PSG Offshore Fund performance for July 2019. With an incredible start to the year, financial markets took a breather in July, with most asset classes delivering muted returns. Growth stocks outperformed value by over 1% for the month, with the MSCI Growth Index delivering 1.8%. Looking at company earnings, US corporates look set to deliver low single-digit earnings growth for the second quarter. Positive earnings growth can still be eked out in the coming quarters, however, previous consensus of 11% for 2020 appear optimistic. As expected, the Federal Reserve lowered US interest rates for the first time in 11 years at their July meeting. The decision was taken to reduce interest rates by 25 basis points. Investors were somewhat disappointed post Jerome Powell's speech, as his suggestions did not signal the start of the lengthy cutting cycle. With a slowing economy, aggressive action is not required, as some prints have been showing slight signs of improvement, with preliminary GDP data coming in at 2.1% annualized for Q2. As I mentioned last month, manufacturing globally remains under pressure. US manufacturing PMI for July declined to 51.2, with these levels last being seen in October 2016. In the UK, Boris Johnson was appointed as the new Prime Minister after his victory in the Conservative Party leadership contest with roughly 2/3 of the vote. The pound came under pressure, losing close to 4% against the dollar during July, as markets became increasingly nervous around the UK leaving the EU without a deal. The current Parliament configuration, however, has demonstrated that it is not willing to allow the UK to leave without this deal. UK retail sales appear to be taking the brunt of this, with the third quarter decline seen in July. Looking at the performance of the funds over the minimum investment periods, the Wealth Offshore Fund range had a mixed bag of results for the month, with the GDP classes performing better than their USD counterparts. The USD Creator Fund again outperformed its category average for the month. All global fund of funds are well ahead of their benchmarks over their minimum recommended investment period. Looking at the quartile rankings, long-term relative rankings remain excellent, with top quartile performance from 5 out of our 6 global fund of funds since inception. The Global Flexible Pound class has been ranked first and second over all periods greater than 1 year. The Global Flexible and Global Creator remain first quartile against their respective global peers over all periods greater than 1 year. Looking at highlights for the offshore solutions for July, the PSG Global Creator Fund of Fund had another strong month and has outperformed the broad market index over the last 5 years. Over the last 12 months, the Fund of Fund is 3.21% ahead of the MSCI World Index. The Global Flexible GBP Fund had a good month, with all the underlying managers outperforming their category average. Looking at all the underlying managers, 22 out of 37, i.e. 60% of them outperformed their category average. Moving to the quantitative risk radar, 5 funds have appeared on the quantitative risk radar this month. These funds have underperformed their respective benchmark over a 1, 3, 6 and 12-month period. These funds will not receive new inflows, and we have been in contact with the managers to discuss the performance further. As you can see, there are no funds on the qualitative radar. Thank you for attending this presentation update. Please take note of this disclaimer, and should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.